All right, moving on. Question number 3 comes in here from Jenny. Hi there, Jenny. Thank you for being part of the amazing WikiWeb community and for submitting your question to us here. So Jenny says, as the market becomes tougher and sales dry up, what can I do to improve cash flow in an extended sale process? By this, I mean it's going to take far longer to get our commission in the bank, but we're still going to be spending money on marketing our clients' properties. We need to know how to keep the lights on as the market grinds to a halt. Okay, Jenny, it's great to see somebody as an agent thinking along similar lines to myself here in terms of what your views are about where the market's going and what I think. And that's not to say that I'm right, as it were, but I really appreciate where you're coming from. And I can totally understand what your thinking is in terms of making sure that you've got upfront revenue coming into your business, okay? And you're not relying upon those no sell, no fee commissions dropping into your bank account at the end of the day. Now, as I alluded to at Amelia's question earlier on, this is the time for your fees to be going up, not down. And they can only be going up in one of two ways. First of all, by asking for more money. And secondly, by offering to sell your clients more upfront services that will help them with the sale of their property sooner rather than later. Okay. Now, I think that would be a smart thing to do. And I would certainly be looking at providing a lot more information up front and providing a much better value added service to your clients by offering to sell them something like a seller's pack. And let me be perfectly frank with any agents that are watching this video right now. And I love you guys. I want you to hear this and I want you to get it with the intent and the love that is sitting behind it, because I promise you it's there. Okay. Now, in my experience, a lot of estate agents hate the idea of losing the instruction because they've allowed something that's not within their normal sphere of operation to interfere with the sales pitch. And therefore they're afraid that by introducing something new, they're going to lose the instruction to somebody else. And this market is going to change all of that for you. I can promise you. All right. What your clients need now is a very safe pair of hands to guide them through this very difficult market. And a safe pair of hands is not worried about giving the client a little bit of upfront information about their property that they may not want to know about. Okay. They have to know about it. For example, I was just speaking with the guys from Aya. Okay. And what they do is they produce information on a property that gives a score about how difficult that property is going to be to get through the legal conveyancing process. Now, to me, as an agent, that would be absolute gold to have. And for the cost of what it is, it's negligible. As an agent, I would be taking that report to the client and sitting down with them and saying, look, I don't know if you're aware of this, but as an expert agent, let me demonstrate to you that there is something maybe on the legal title of this property that we need to address early on, okay, i.e. now at the point of putting the property up for sale, or at least get a legal opinion on it, because if we don't, then what's going to happen is we're going to find a buyer, we're going to instruct solicitors, the problem's going to raise its head, your buyer's going to get fed up and pull out of the deal, and you're going to be left with nothing. Now, what job would I be doing for my client if I allowed that to happen on my watch, when I knew that there was a tool available that could help them? And this is where I say this tougher market is going to separate the men from the boys. It's going to separate the honest from the showman. And I think this is the point, that going armed with that information and helping your clients in a way that is truly authentic is the only way, in my humble opinion, to be an estate agent. It's about that transparency. It's about that authenticity. It's not throwing your client under a bus and going, I don't want to know about that right now, because you know what, frankly, it might interfere with the chance of winning the instruction, and they'll go with my competitors down the road. Screw that. Surely it's about doing the best job you can for your clients and building your reputation off the back of that, because you've done a very thorough and honest job for your clients. Surely that's what it's about, right? There's one estate agent I'm in contact with, and he has a price promise with his agency. And that price promise is, if I don't get you the price that I value the property at, I'm going to sell it for free. All right. And he's not just saying, oh, I'll get you more than £1. Okay. The guy's not an idiot. He's not playing games here. He's saying, I'm coming out to your property. I'm a professional. This is what I believe the property will sell for. If I do not achieve that figure, then I'll sell it for free. And the interesting thing was, this estate agent made a very public declaration about that is part of his service guarantee. And then that was shared in one of the social media groups. And the question was asked, how many other agents would be willing to offer something similar? And virtually nobody responded to that post. Now, either they weren't interested in the post, which I think is bizarre, or they were maybe afraid that there's competition out there that would actually offer that and honor that. And maybe it holds a mirror up to people and says, maybe there's a better way of doing things here. And I'm not saying this to say one person's better than the other. What I'm doing is I'm sharing ideas here, guys. And I'm sharing with you the ideas that as a community working together, we have the power to change the property market for the better. We have the power to serve our mutual clients in a way that they would absolutely love and adore and are prepared to pay for. I don't know how I need to emphasize that far more. They are prepared to pay for it. Surely that should be ringing cash registers in the background, right? They're prepared to pay for it because they want a smoother, less stressful, less frustrating, less headachy sales experience because they're selling their most prized asset and possession, right? So I've gone off a bit of a tangent here, Jenny. I don't know why. Maybe the sun's gone to my head today, but hopefully you guys can see that I'm trying to share with you these ideas and these ways that we can get creative in the estate agency process to give the very best service that we can to our clients. Okay. I forget where I got to with all of this, Jenny, but as I say, you need to be offering this upfront information to your clients. Okay. Because you've got to get some of the cash into your business upfront. What would ordinarily arrive at the back end after a 5-month sales process, which we've just been used to going through, that might be a 5-month marketing process before too much longer. So you need to get some cash up front to cover you for those 5 months. Otherwise it's lights out time. So it's about getting that cash up front, selling them what they need up front. Okay. Now, one of the things that you might decide to think about offering, it's a new suggestion. What about offering payment plans to your clients to cover your fee? So rather than saying it comes out on the back end, it's a big lump, why not pay me £200 a month for the next 5 months or 6 months or whatever to help reduce that burden on the back end so that you've got more money to buy the property that you really want. Okay. Would that help you? Would that help to ease cash flow issues? Because I know money's tight for everybody right now. It'll help me. It'll help you. Maybe there's a win-win there. It's an idea to experiment with. Okay. So that's something to look at as a possibility. Obviously your fee structures need to change in terms of you might set a marketing budget up front. So £350, £400, £500 up front as a marketing budget. And then your commission on the back end once you've sold the property, but you're spending that money and investing that money in their marketing of the property. Okay. Then there's things like your technology that you need to employ in order to streamline the process in getting that property through to completion as soon as possible. Again, services like WigglyWam can really help you there because we aim to sit alongside you and the conveyancers to increase the transparency and the communication and the collaboration, more importantly, of getting your clients' deals done and through to completion as soon as possible. Okay. So hopefully that gives you some kind of guidance. One of the things that, again, and I just want to wrap up this point about upfront information is that you guys know the kind of excitement that clients have once they've made that important decision to put their property on the market. Okay. It's a pretty life-changing decision because it's going to affect where they're going to spend potentially the next 5, 10, 15 rest of their life years in the next property. Okay. Big decision to make. So once they've made that decision, there's a certain amount of excitement and relief that comes with it. And off the back of that, surely that's the time to be asking your clients to be providing as much upfront information as possible so that you can help them fast track the deal through to completion once the sale's been agreed. Okay. I think that's really important. I think it's well worth doing. And hopefully you guys do too, so that you can help them with their move because that's all they want, right? They just want to sell their one property and they want to buy another one. They want to pick up the keys to that new property as soon as possible and they don't want any of the headaches. So the more headaches you take away from them, the more they're going to be prepared to pay for you to do that. Okay. But they've got to know what those headaches are that they're going to be facing. And if you're not upfront and telling them what those headaches are likely to be, which is what we've tried to do within Home Buyer Secrets, okay? If you're not upfront and telling them all of that, then they're never going to know. And they're always just going to say, so-and-so down the road will do it for 1% or 0.5%. Why don't I just go with them? Okay. So hope that's answered the question, Jenny. Again, quite a lot of information in there. So I hope I haven't gone off too much at a bit of a tangent there, but maybe watch the video back a couple of times and dig into that a little bit deeper. But hopefully it sparked a few ideas. And look, one of the big things to do is, if you're worried about the market and things getting harder and keeping the doors open on your agency, disappear for an afternoon with a notebook and just come up with as many crazy ideas that you can throw at your notebook that's going to solve this problem. And I guarantee there'll be one or two in there that make you sit back and go, do you know what, actually that idea could really work. And then you take action on the idea and implement it into your business and see what happens. Okay. So best of luck with that one, Jenny. Hope it all goes well. And let's move on to question number 4. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of today's webinar. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. As I say, I think the film's definitely had an impact in terms of some of the answers I've given to these questions today, but I hope you'll appreciate I've given all of my answers with the best possible intent as I can, and to try and make this as entertaining as I can, but also as self-explanatory as I can, to really help you see the opportunity that is unfolding in the marketplace right now. We're here as WiggyWam every week doing these to try and help and support the industry as much as possible, and to help you make the changes that you need in your business, because times are rapidly changing. And if you're not moving with them, I cannot stress enough, it's going to get very tough and very difficult and far harder to weather the storm than it ever has been. So please heed my guidance. Please heed my advice. Reach out if you want some support. If you want to talk to me, if you want a copy of any of our books, come and talk to me. You can get in touch with us. You can send us your property questions, anything like that. Send us an email, happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. That's happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. You can go to our Twitter. You can go to our Instagram. You can even go to our TikTok channel now, and that is all at wiggywam_UK. That's at wiggywam_UK. You can even go to our website, which is wiggywam.co.uk. You can register for a free account on there, or you can sign up to become one of our clients on that site. We can engage on that platform as well. You can ask any questions that you like through there. You're going to find more learning resources on that site that's going to help and guide you as much as possible. And I'm just here to offer you as much as I possibly can of me. I'm here to serve. I'm here to welcome you to a better way of doing things. And whatever it is that you need, please reach out. It'd be my delight to support you through this journey. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on a webinar again in the future very soon. So thanks ever so much indeed for joining me, guys, and look forward to catching up with you very soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.